Hello guys, it's really nice to see you here today. This is your weekly astrology forecast from Born Without Boundaries Tarot here on Astrology Motivation, my second channel. Please subscribe to this channel, to Astrology Motivation, and then ring that bell and select all notifications so you know when I upload this kind of content. And also go over to Born Without Boundaries Tarot on YouTube as well. That's where I upload the zodiac specific content. So this is actually a really beautiful week, and it starts off in the very spiritual moment of Halloween or Samhain, depending on what you celebrate. Either way, it's a celebration of the thinning of the veil between the netherworld, the world of the ether, the world of the psyche, the world of the intangible, and our world, what we call the real world, but this is the 3D world, the world of solid matter. It's when your psychic abilities will be, a lot of people have psychic abilities all the time. It's not like that. It's that more people will feel closer to what they can't see or they can't sense with the five senses. It'll be just more accessible, more real to the real world. And that's a very magical and spiritual time to not take for granted. So I hope you guys have a phenomenal Samhain or Halloween, including the fun Hallmarky stuff. Go ahead, go at it. Enjoy yourself, but also give yourself time for healing and meditation, as well as maybe prayer and talking to people that you love that have passed, reconnecting with them in a positive way, in a way of, I hope you're at peace, be at peace, I love you and I feel your love for me, because love is that connection that death doesn't disconnect, it doesn't end. So if you're connected in unconditional love, there's no attachment or expectation or anything dark that could come out of it. It's just a sense of loving unconditionally, because the part of you that they love will go on even after you die. And so there is that continuity there. And it's definitely a time to take stock in that as well. And then just have a fucking blast when it comes to your parties and dressing up with spooky, scary stuff. I hope you guys have a fantastic Halloween. So we start off this reading on Sunday, the 31st, October 31st, which is Halloween. But let me read the overview first. You guys know I do this. I called the reading Peek-a-Boo, and it's almost like it's because it's a glimpse into your new life, right? We're taking our first steps into the acceptance of how we've changed and how we don't want what we used to want, or who we used to want, or even the career that we used to want. There are definite shifts going on that we should honor and understand that this is the part of the experience, part of being us, that we aren't the same, but we are better versions of ourselves. And that's something to fear or even be ashamed of. Some people get really ashamed when they change, especially careers, like, oh, I should have stuck to it, or what's wrong with me? Am I a failure because I don't have an interest in this anymore? Nope, you're a human having an experience, and this would be the time. This whole year and a half, 2 years has been about the cocoon period, the breakdown to rebuild better. So no, nothing to be ashamed of or even scared of. And this is because of this beautiful energy of, the non-sensory, the sixth sensory world becoming so accessible to us. I think it's that time that gives us the opportunity to accept those changes with love. So the overview this week, the truth comes through. And the next greatest thing as well. This is a wonderful week for you to make impact and progress. Agility with the written word will be especially prevalent. So if you want to say something to someone, start with a cordial text or an email or even a letter, an official letter, and watch how the conversation deepens. This could include sending out your resume and official professional proposals as well. This is a great time. This week provides, because Mercury is so well positioned and it's out of its shadow period and it's just so astute right now. It's got this beautiful harmonious aspect to Venus and to Jupiter. This is a wonderful time to use written word or even spoken word, words in general, because you'll be able to articulate your soul through them, even when other times you maybe not be so good with words. So know that. This week provides exceptional patience and understanding with others. What is certain is that this compassion opens our eyes to new connections, right? Maybe people that we would not have associated with before or even been interested in before, all of a sudden they're like, we see them. And that also works in reverse, because all of a sudden now you could be seen, whereas at one time you were just constantly rejected, or people treated you like you were, what's that song from Chicago, Mr. Cellophane? You know, people just looked right through you. Not so much anymore, because people are seeing differently. So compassion opens our eyes to new connections and opportunities, and we will see some serious changes in ourselves and our preferences this week. The decisions made now will last, and this has a lot to do with Saturn's positioning and aspects, especially to the North Node, and as they are based on our internal shifts. And Saturn's really interesting aspect to the North Node while it's squared to Uranus and the sun. So it's almost like, yeah, we got to change, and we got to change for the better. We got to grow the fuck up, and we've got to weaken or break down any preconceived concepts of who we were so that we can grow into what we're meant to be. The decisions made now will last. That's that Saturnian energy breaking up, and especially toward the end of the week when the moon slips into Capricorn, I think. There's just this, when Venus goes into Capricorn, there's just this sense of, I want long term. I want to build out. I don't mind taking the time. As they are based on our internal shifts. So we've changed. So we're going to start seeing that we're making different decisions in our external world. We are starting to live in our new selves, enlightened and encouraged by our acceptance of who we are. So Sunday, October 31st, of course, is a Samhain or Halloween. The moon is in Virgo for this Halloween. So yeah, it won't end up in, no, it was Venus goes into Capricorn later on this week. The moon is in Virgo on Halloween. So be meticulous about your costumes and your plans, because if you're not, that will come back and get you in the butt. Not in a bad way, but it'll just irritate you because you don't have all your T's crossed and I's dotted. The moon is in Virgo. I'm sorry, those plans made ahead of time will do best. With the sun and Mars in Scorpio, it's going to be a fiery Halloween. Today might be your lucky day where your guard is down and you're convinced right into the best thing that ever happened to you. Both today and tomorrow will open up opportunities where communication will become smooth and clear. What is old and boring is unraveling, and it's being replaced by a leap of faith that we need to take in order to obey our complete selves. We are suddenly woken up from our illusions of light and freed from what has been defined and wrapped in what was until now invisible to us. So we are embracing that Lilith aspect. We're embracing the dark, not evil, but undefined. Today we'll see each other's true faces. Lots of veils coming down. Interesting and ironic how the veil's coming down when we put our masks on. Interesting what a mask can tell you about what somebody is inside. For those, hold on, sorry. We suddenly will, today we'll each see each other's true faces. For those of you who felt invisible, you will finally be seen. And it's in the best light by the right person. This is Samhain, a holy day for pagans, where the veil between worlds falls down and we walk with the spirit world revealed to us. But with the moon in Virgo, it's a practical application to this spiritual energy. It's each other's real potential we can see now, and it will be a surprising and wonderful day for meeting new people and beginning new adventures. Allow this day to carry you on unexpected paths. You will love where you end up. Well, at least it'll be an adventure. Mantra, I am complete, though I would recommend you still stay away from excessive use of drugs and alcohol, because that there's a certain Pluto aspect that could make that a bad idea. Just an FYI. I am complete. I welcome adventure and the adventurous. It is the difference that makes today special. It's the differences that make today special, and I welcome the unexpected. This is going to be a big one. Now, Monday, November 1st rolls around. This is All Souls Day. Don't forget to say rabbit, rabbit on the 1st to bring in that luck. Today it will become clear what isn't satisfying you, but there is a strong likelihood you won't have the energy to do anything about it. That's okay, because noticing it is the important part. Accepting it, ruminating on it, knowing that it's real, right? Those aspects of our lives that we've just accepted as a part of the necessary evil of things will start to plague us and really get on our nerves. We will desperately want to change them. Resist the temptation to act out desperately, because those decisions won't lead you anywhere good either. Instead, have a real heart-to-heart with yourself. Look at what these feelings are revealing to you. They are revealing a lot. Are you still having the same hiccups in your relationships? So you still have to convince yourself to stay where you don't really want to be every day? And do your reasons have more to do with other people's opinions, your lack of self-confidence or fear of change, than they do about responsibility or sensitivity, which is what you're telling yourself they're really about? I want to be responsible. I want to be sensitive. You're being irresponsible and honestly insensitive by not telling somebody the truth about what you really feel. And that's the truth. This is a great day to accept that your relationship isn't working out, that your job is for the birds, that you've lost interest in your studies, right? Sit with that. And for those of you who have the energy, own it and end those unsatisfactory circumstances, but do it through responsibility, not through impulsivity. Because the day is the day you could intentionally sabotage that job you've wanted to leave for years, or cheat on that person you really don't want to be with anymore. And any behavior like this that will just bring us its own share of suffering. You don't want to act like that either. You know, if a relationship has to end, you don't want to act out by getting bomb drunk and cheating on them and letting them catch you. That's going to unlock a whole other Pandora's box that you're going to have to eventually deal with. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to sit with this. You're going to want to be like, I forgive myself for letting this go on that long. I'm meditate to summon the courage and the help from my ancestors, from my God, to give me the strength to be honest with this person, showing them the respect they deserve by giving them the truth finally. And the same thing with any kind of job or anything. It's like, yeah, I know you want that final finish of like just fuck you to your boss and walk out. But how does that look when you go to ask for recommendations, especially if you've worked there for the past 15 years, right? What other recommendations do you have on your resume? You don't want to do this in a way that sets you up for more problems. You want to do this in a way that's strong and sets you up for the more matured and truth-driven life that you want to live. That's what's got to happen now, right? Because this is still about, you woke up from the cocoon. Great, you're a butterfly, but fly right, man. Fly right, or you're going to be crashing into trees. And that's what we're talking about right now. You have all the new hardware in, right? Everything's set up, but how do you use it, and how do you use it right, and how do you use it respectfully? And that's kind of what we want right now. We really want us to, come into our wings and take time learning how to fly and not crash into trees and stuff, right? Like, that's what we want. So you don't have to act impulsively. You don't. You just have to be honest with yourself and with those involved. Whatever is not working, start planning the necessary changes. And Virgo and that Virgo moon will love that. It'll get strength from that from that planning, right? Of being able to plan, where do I want to end up next week? Or what do I want to be at the end of this month? This may be the day you call out sick from that job you hate, or just because you need a mental health day to clear your thoughts. Do this for yourself. That's not impulsive. That's part of self-care. Do this for yourself. It'll help you a great deal. And what that looks like for relationships is kind of like calling that boyfriend or a girlfriend, or even husband and wife in some situations, and being like, I just want to let you know that I'm staying at mom's for the weekend. I need a little time to clear my head, and then we'll regroup on Monday. I mean, if you're at the point where you feel like you can confront them on Monday, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe you're just going to be like, not cheat or do anything stupid, but call and say, you know what, me and my best friend, we're going to go out after work. I will not be home for dinner. And then have a long soul to soul with, that best friend, that person that you've known, right? And you're not doing anything shady. You're just trying to help yourself through this moment. Those things are not only allowed, they're encouraged. Just don't step over that line of temptation and do something dumbass, because that will cause a lot of freaking problems. That's the difference between a smooth divorce and a divorce where you get the shit kicked out of you, it lasts for 5 years, and you've got nothing left at the end of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that you're all getting divorced, but I'm saying there's a right way and a wrong way to end something. Show that you've changed in how you decide to end things. And then we have mantra for Monday. This is me. I accept my truth with humility. I allow myself to care for myself first. These tensions show me what I need to change, and this self-care allows me the time and space to work through those changes. Tuesday, November 2nd is here. The moon moves into Libra. Okay, you'll have so much more patience with yourself and with others today, including those darker parts of yourself and others. All in all, it's a day of acceptance, willingness to see all of a person through their shadow, not despite their shadow, but with their shadow. Beauty can be found today, even in those parts of you don't like much. It's an absolutely wonderful day to submit a proposal or try to sell your idea to someone. People will be diplomatic, patient, and open to new ideas, and articulating those ideas will come swift and easy, especially with something you really love. In fact, if a romance has been brewing, this is a great day for it to surface, with Jupiter, Mercury, and Venus allowing for open-heartedness that can easily express itself. You'll be so open today, and your emotions will be so available, and your brain will be able to articulate it so clearly that communication is pinnacle. This is a beautiful day for romance. Saturn is tugging at the Sun and Mars still, and with Chiron tugging on the Moon, it's in opposition. You can be sure we want to do better than we've done in the past and not make the same mistakes again. Pluto square Mercury is intensifying our confidence in what we think, and this could be helpful today with just enough energy to share what's on our mind, but not so much that we run away with ourselves. So that's the dangerous point. So you want to be very balanced and level-headed with that. There is a nice balance to the energy today. And what is missing, especially in terms of intimate relationships, will have all the room it needs to be filled in. It's like any gaps can be easily filled in today because we can easily determine where the gaps are. It's like doing, if you've ever worked in business, a gap analysis to see why things are sloping off, because you're seeing, oh, there's a gap here, we need to fill it. That's kind of what today is like. This is a really beautiful time for beginning a new friendship or romance or partnership, as we clearly see the aspects of ourselves that we need to tone down in order to leave room for someone else to feel important. This would be the day when we correct those bad choices in love and realign with who we really want to be with. Expect a fun and frisky day, just like in A Midsummer Night's Dream. You'll be redirected to the path that you really want to be on. Mantra for Tuesday: I am open, I am seen, I am unashamed and reveal all of me. I attract sincerity and new opportunities open wide for me. Wednesday, November 3rd comes around. we really need to communicate to someone how we feel, or they need to do it for us. And today is the day that it will happen. We just can't hold on to it any longer. The truth and our feelings come out today, most likely, spilling out of our own mouths so that our lives will be the better for it. We can't stand the thought of not living up to our own ideals and have the energy to demand authenticity from others and for ourselves. Today is a day to be brave. Mercury and the moon are so close today that it's a good sign for our thoughts and emotions to be one. On the same page, and they're close enough so that nothing gets lost in translation. That's why it's such a good day. We'll be able to communicate what we're feeling openly and honestly, and talks with a person you're interested in will happen easily. Writing things down will help communicate accurately, or words or information can be coming through letters or text or someone online. Today is the perfect day to hand in your resume or a written proposal, especially for opportunities that could make you money, because the likelihood of getting it seen and things going your way are very high. So trust your inner knowing on which direction to head to, and however weird it sounds, you have to trust it. We are determined to make wrongs right, and what can be patched up, we will, but not to get our hearts stuck. But not to get our hearts stuck in them, but to move past them. So that's what we're filling the gaps for. We're not trying to get stuck there, right? We're trying to fill them in so that we don't get stuck. Mantra today: here is my truth. I wear and share it for all to read. See me as I see you. Thursday, November 4th is here. The moon now moves into Scorpio, and it's snug between Mars and the sun, which means it's burning up, right? So the watery moon doesn't stand a chance in the middle of this heat, and its emotions, and if emotions haven't dried up yet, they will today. This will be the end of caring and tolerance for anything that we've just been tolerating this whole time. This will be the end of, we're leveling up today. No more wasting time or making excuses for people that we've allowed to slip through the cracks. What doesn't make us better has to go. Relationships especially will be feeling this change. We'll be overreacting to that nagging feeling of being suffocated by family or other such close relations. Yes, significant others too. Especially if you love them, or those who have been pushing to make a relationship move forward. This is a bad day for that behavior. If I want that ring, don't fucking push today, because you will not get that ring and you will get broken up with. That's the kind of energy. Don't force it down somebody's throat today. The problem is somebody's gonna, and that's what's gonna make the breakup happen. Because that's kind of what it's about, is like nobody wants to be forced today. Like, get off people's backs. Uranus is making sure that we want to feel independent. We want to feel like we're making the choices. We don't want to feel coerced by anybody else. And those people who do it, even if they're good people, will get especially pissed at. Just saying. So we want freedom now, more than anything, and that is what a lot of us will insist on. Saturn's trine with the North Node is asking us to raise our standards and do better. We won't be happy until we feel we've done that. Anything we've just settled for will be intolerable to us today, and we may be privy to spontaneous rebellions. We're likely to run into a lot of clashes today, or get something denied to us that really rips our heart into. But this is all karmic, and we had to finish with these things, and they were distracting us. And that's why we needed to finish with them. This is the day of cosmic redirection. The universe is intervening to keep you off the wrong road, redirecting you toward where you need to move next. The mantra for Thursday is forward, always forward. I am freedom. I am courage. I am joy. I change at the direction of the universe, trusting it is for my best. The future is calling me, and I head in that direction. So a calling is a sound, so you're really following that vibration. Friday, November 5th is here. Today is the day decisions will be made. And with the clear and compassionate mind of Venus sextile Mercury, we're able to make some pretty life-changing decisions while maintaining our humanity. True feelings are coming out today, and with those feelings, action. We can make our mind up now because we know for sure where our heart is. We can get a handle on any personal or financial issues that may have arisen. This is a progress day. Decisions made today will stick. And if you've been deliberating about something, you're not going to be anymore. Remember, this could be changing something about yourself. All this external agitation happens to push us out of the nest where everything may not have been happy, but at least it was predictable and comfortable for its predictability. We're humbled by the reality of the acceptance of our own darker sides, and this opens our hearts to a deeper and more compassionate treatment or reaction to others. We're realigning now to make everything right, most especially any decisions we've made out of fear or arrogance toward aspects of others that made us uncomfortable because they were different from what we considered normal. That's shifting, and we're becoming so much more compassionate now, which means that, you know what's happening? We're starting to talk to each other and respect each other's integrity enough to talk to each other instead of just yell at each other and make accusations. We're ready to make new decisions now based on a beautiful sense of humility and an open heart. This is an intensely loving day where deep connections can be made with unexpected new folks. The mantra for Friday is, I love freely. As I accept myself, I connect to others. I am certain of my heart, and my new direction is set. Saturday, November 6th comes around. Finally, we're at the end of the week. Mercury moves. There's a lot of shifting on Saturday the 6th. So Mercury is now moving into Scorpio. Venus moves out of Scorpio and into Venus moves out of Sagittarius and into Capricorn, and the moon moves into Sagittarius. So it's interesting. It's like as one slips out of one, it goes into the other. So Venus in Capricorn does not like to make changes, desires stability above anything else, but a real close second is it also desires luxury. Venus in Capricorn likes the best of material things. And it is the material girl, and is most efficient when applied to finances. Venus in Capricorn is most efficient when applied to finances. It can be a very difficult placement for relationships. But take things slow, and that's kind of what this is based on. And I told you guys that in the beginning. It's like when Venus moves into Capricorn, this is the time to build. This is a really good time to invest in the solid structure or foundation of a new relationship. Also in a new relationship with our business. That's really good too. This is a good time for considering investments, as we will be highly tuned into a high quality and standards that we won't budge on. Mercury in Scorpio likes to dig deep into the base nature of things and use its intuitive powers to unearth information that wasn't offered to it. With these two energies in harmony, expect decisions based on tight scrutiny and high standards. That makes this the perfect energy for considering long-term big investment projects that aid in our growth and maturity in the world, not just internally, but in the world at large too, with like what we're building. This could include financing an education, or making a real estate investment, or starting up a new business or something like that. With the moon now in Sagittarius, we are curious about things that are foreign to us, and we want the freedom to explore. Emotionally, we're free, we're fun, we want to stay, we're not light, but energized. We want energy. We're really looking for energy right now and things that interest us. So it's best if we give ourselves a chance to explore, or at least learn about something new. Our relationship status may be changing, or who we love may be changing based on who offers us more freedom to grow and explore the world, and in turn ourselves. We want to be better versions of ourselves now. We are future focused now, and anything we find out today will only help to direct us further toward the future. We'll be rewarded for our hard work and dedication as we now start to turn that corner and surmount that pinnacle, so that we're now not struggling uphill anymore, but we have a little bit of gravity working on our side. The reason for all the struggle is clear now, and will benefit from the lessons we've learned, especially the hardest ones. Mantra: I welcome in the next chapter of my life. Think of the World card. I can't wait to see what's in store for me. I am capable and I am certain. I move forward with confidence. And what a great way to end the week. Remember, guys, I'm going to list these mantras down below in the description box. I do hope that you subscribe and love this video, but also be sure to subscribe to Born Without Boundaries Tarot. Don't forget, clicking that red subscribe link below. And thank you so much for your views. I will see you guys in the daily tarot card readings I post here. You can also go live with me as I do the daily tarot card readings over on Instagram. You can find me at born_without_boundaries. That's 1_ each time. And then, yeah, you can participate in the daily tarots. And then I'll post them over here. And of course, the weekly astrology forecasts are over here. And I got to get back onto those pick-a-cards because I really love them. But if you're looking for zodiac specific messages, please be sure to check out Born Without Boundaries Tarot. That's here on YouTube as well. And oh, I shouldn't forget this, and Vimeo, because that's where the extended readings are. It's the best way to contribute to the channel. If you're looking to donate, get a video and also get something for yourself too. And you can subscribe over there, and it's free to subscribe. And I'm trying to build subscribers over there so I can flip it and turn it into, instead of pay as you go, a subscription basis, which will make all of those videos a lot cheaper and a lot more accessible. So just think about it. Just think about it. And yeah, I will see you guys in the videos. I hope you have a beautiful, fun, amazing, even surprising Halloween and a great, wonderful week. There's a lot of exciting energy and beautiful stuff happening in the sky. As above, so below. I know you know. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the videos.